The man was known as the most dangerous prisoner in the world. To contain him, the prison spent $250 million building a cell strong enough to withstand a nuclear blast. Even the guards trembled whenever they saw him. Today, the man decided to escape. The moment a guard pulled the trigger, he created a vacuum with his bare hands. The supposedly unbreakable glass shattered instantly. At the same time, inside a Japanese high school classroom, both teachers and students were suddenly overwhelmed by fear. Everyone felt uneasy and confused. Only one student remained asleep at his desk. That student was Baki Hanma. The strange fear that swept through the room came from his unconscious aura. After class, 3 upperclassmen demanded protection money from him, but one cold glance from Baki made them shake with fear. Outside the school gate, a limited edition Rolls-Royce was waiting. The old man who stepped out was Japan's richest man, Mitsunari Tokugawa. He was also the owner of Tokyo's underground fighting arena. Tokugawa had come specifically to meet Baki. Baki showed him no respect at all. The principal and teachers were terrified by the scene. Not long ago, Tokugawa had hosted a global tournament to find the strongest creature alive. The champion was this 17-year-old boy. Tokugawa then took out a piece of powerful explosive. He explained that nitroglycerin is the core ingredient of explosives. For over 100 years, it always existed as a liquid. Heating or freezing it could never turn it solid. But one day in the 20th century, every drop of nitroglycerin in the world suddenly solidified. This impossible phenomenon became known as consensus. Tokugawa looked at Baki and said the phenomenon would happen again today. On a prison island in the United States, a massive man named Dorian was about to be executed by hanging. He accepted the punishment calmly. In truth, he simply wanted to experience the feeling of defeat. The priest gave the signal for the execution. Dorian was lifted into the air by the rope. After struggling for a few seconds, he appeared lifeless. A doctor stepped forward to confirm the death. But suddenly Dorian opened his eyes. He leapt forward and instantly killed 2 guards. The heavy shackles on his body snapped apart. When other guards arrived, they found a scene straight out of hell. Dorian then jumped into the ocean and began swimming across the Pacific toward Japan. In a British prison, death row inmate Hector Doyle was about to be executed in the electric chair. The warden gave the order. A violent surge of electricity rushed through his body. After convulsing for a moment, Doyle went still. The warden signaled the guards to check his body. Suddenly Doyle broke free. He appeared behind 2 guards like a ghost. He mockingly told the warden to pick up a gun. The moment the warden fired, Doyle killed him with a single punch. Soon after, he contacted an old friend and boarded a plane to Tokyo. Inside a Russian prison, death row inmate Sikorsky escaped by climbing the walls with his bare hands. Police launched an immediate pursuit. But along the escape route, Russia's wrestling champion was already beaten nearly to death by Sikorsky. At the scene, he left a message, "See you in Tokyo." 300 meters beneath the ocean, a deep-sea prison built from a nuclear submarine held another inmate. A lawyer arrived to meet the prisoner Spec. Before entering, the lawyer removed all metal items from his body. But when he stepped into the cell, it was empty. The next second, a hand shot out from the ventilation shaft. Spec snapped the lawyer's neck instantly. He then pulled a gold tooth from the lawyer's mouth. Using that tooth as a tool, Spec pried open the submarine's outer shell and escaped. The final escape came from a prisoner named Ryuku Yanagi. He alone destroyed a prison designed to withstand nuclear attacks. Though small in stature, he was the most terrifying of them all. Rumor said he once slaughtered more than a dozen inmates in minutes. 5 of the world's most dangerous death row inmates escaped at the exact same time. None of them had any connection to each other, yet they all headed toward the same country. Their goal was clear. They wanted to challenge the strongest fighter on Earth, Baki Hanma.